Okay, I just had to turn off my mic in the settings. Anyways, welcome to a Let's Play Battlefield 4. I suck at this game, so, that's gonna be fun. I think these might turn into more of just me ranting about stuff. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know, I just like to rant a little bit, and I guess I might start doing like a rant thing, where I just play and rant, and then have like a record of it, I guess, which would be online, which isn't always good. I don't know what to rant about yet.
Objective Alpha has been neutralized.
Where the fuck do I go? Hello? What do we rant about? What do I want to rant about? That's a better question. There's not really anything I want to rant about at the moment. Okay, let's just go back into oh, yeah, there is. Okay, we're gonna get in this try slide.
We have neutralized Objective Bravo.
Alright, we're good. Okay. Talk about my, I don't know if I've talked about my girlfriend before. I had a girlfriend before, I broke up with her because I just couldn't deal with her. Kind of sucks. I have a new girlfriend, we've been dating for like a month and a bit now. It's going pretty good. We've known each other for a lot longer than I did my other girlfriend, because we were best friends, not throughout high school, but our senior year we were best friends. And then we had some stuff that went down. I was a bit of an asshole, and we had like a fallout. But we knew each other like we were best friends, obviously, for a good bit there. And we like fell in love with each other, and that kind of, she had a boyfriend, so it kind of made complications happen, and that's why we had the big fallout. Moving on though, after I broke up with my girlfriend, we started talking again, and I apologized for being this big asshole that I was, because I did do some shitty things. Didn't feel shitty in the moment, but looking back at it, like, definitely was being a shitty person. Anyways, we ended up talking, and then we became good friends again. We started hanging out lots, and then she didn't want to date me at first because she obviously didn't want to get hurt again, which makes sense. But then we went to a party, and then she kind of just decided at the party, fuck it, like, let's date, and now we're dating. We're really happy, so it worked out pretty well. Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna complain about her a little bit. I love her to bits, but, like, she is so fucking bad with money. Like, she gets on my case. She doesn't have her license or anything, so she doesn't own a car, but, and she works more than me. I'm a student. I go to university or whatever. She doesn't. So she makes more money than me, and she blows through her money so quick, even though I have a car and everything like that. So she calls me a broke bitch all the time, even though she is the brokest bitch. Like, oh my god. It's so aggravating sometimes. It's like, I go to school and I work, and I still somehow have more money than you regularly. And I have a car, too, that I have to pay for. It's nothing. So it's like, and my car is not cheap, like it's $200 a month for insurance, like $50 a week at least for gas, so it ends up costing me around $500 a month, or around there, for my car. Anyways, and then I also got Assassin's Creed Remastered, and I'm kind of, I like it, because that was my favorite Assassin's Creed, controversial, I know, but I like it, and it's very nice, like the graphics is really good, but the shaders, because the way that they did them is now that they're not hand done, so they're not meant to be perfect or whatever. Holy shit. They sometimes, depending on, the lighting and the shaders and stuff like that, they're not hand done, because they were all hand done before, now they're generated by the engine. Sometimes they look a little bit weird, which, like, I get, it's fine, but the character models sometimes look just off. It's not as bad as Assassin's Creed 2 Remastered, but it's still, like, aggravating sometimes. But it's fun, I'm having a good time. I'm not currently playing it because I can't talk and play it at the same time. Well, I mean, I guess I could, but I'm trying to enjoy the story and stuff like that.
Due north of your location.
So I have another funny thing. This guy. So I'm in Air Cadets. This is my last year. I'm turning 19. I've been in Air Cadets for a while. I am not. I like to say I'm a good role model. Inside cadets, yes. Outside, no. I do a lot of bad things. As in bad things, I mean I party and stuff, which you're not supposed to do, but I do it anyways because it's like, fuck it, I can have fun. I did it throughout high school as well. But I'm very professional there. Like, I'm like top of the line cadet, like super professional. I'm the squadron commander, which is out of the cadets, because they also have the officers, which are like adults that have like an official rank in the military kind of thing. They're
There's your med kit. Pick it up.
they're adults, and then out of the cadets, which are 12 to 19-year-olds, I'm the highest rank and the top position in the squadron, because obviously, yeah, I'm pretty good at what I do. Anyways, so I used to be a fat fucking kid, like really like overweight, and all that, and then high school kind of started, and I was like, oh god, this is good. So grade 11, I kind of started to like starve myself a little bit, not good. And then grade 12, still did it. But then near the end, I started to eat healthier, and then we did fitness testing, and I did pretty good. And I was like, wow, this is cool. This year, I started eating healthy, like really healthy, not really starving myself anymore, but eating healthy, and then now I work out too. And so I'm pretty fit. Like, I don't have the best looking body of all time, obviously, but I'm happy with my body weight. I'm like 6 feet. I weigh like 170. I fluctuate between 170 and 180. So pretty happy with where I'm at. There's this guy, big guy, like I think he's close to 300 pounds. He's got to be. We were doing what's called a fitness test, and it's basically you do a bunch of different things, like you do the beep test or shuttle run or whatever. The pacer test, I think it's called in the States. And then you do push-ups, sit-ups, and a bunch of other things, and it's fun. But usually I wouldn't do good, and I knew I was going to do good because I've been working on it. But he was like, oh, I'm going to be your competition, because we're both trying to go for what's called the Lord Strathcona, which in my squadron, the only reason I should have got it before, but then they... because most squadrons, they just hand them out to whoever fits the criteria best, but then in the last couple of years, they've only given it out to the person that actually meets the criteria, not the best fit for the criteria, which is like you have to have an excellence in fitness, which no one, like there's like one person in our squadron who has an excellence in fitness, and they're not even the right, like they're not even close to my rank, which you have to be a warrant officer, I believe, the medal. Anyways, so he was like, oh, I'll be your competition for the medal. Like, I'm like, no, you're not. Like, you're this big guy. I'm going to beat your ass. So we do the shuttle run. I make it to, like, stage 9 or something like that. He made it to, like, maybe stage 1. So that's a big difference there. Push-ups, I did, like it's at, like, one push-up. It's at 60 push-ups a minute. So that's, like, one push-up every second, right? So you got to keep up with that pace, or else you get disqualified. So how many push-ups you can do, how many you can do at that pace. Which I did 30, like no problem. He did not even one. And then we did sit-ups, and he cheated on that one, so he got a bunch because he wasn't doing them properly. And then, well, not sit-ups, they're like these curl-up things. They're very weird how you do them, but if you don't do them properly, you can do a lot of them. So it's really easy to cheat on it. Anyways, if you did them properly, I did 32 anyways. So I got gold in fitness. He didn't get a level, but he was talking up this huge game that he was going to do super well, and it was like not even close. Yeah, he just likes to, it just pisses me off because he talks this big game and doesn't even come close. Like, I think he wants people to like him, but it's like no one's going to like you if you're like, oh, I'm this good or at this or whatever, and then you like throw it in their face and then you're not, you know. It's one thing to show off, but it's another thing to talk a big game and not at all being close. Like I've been playing the drums for a while. If you've seen, I think, that's on a different channel. I have a channel where you can watch me play, do my first like drum solo attempt, where I actually like attempted an official drum solo. It was like 1 minute and 30 seconds. I was proud of myself because I've been playing the drums since grade 11. So I just graduated last year, so like yeah, three-ish years. And I got a kid at home summer of grade 11, so I had a kid at home for all of grade 12, and then
Listen up, enemy boat south of your location.
and then this year, of course. And I didn't play it that much, but I got really good, I believe, in grade 12. Like I went from being the worst to being, yeah, one of the second best, because the best person there was my buddy Hayden, and he was like absolute monster beast of a drummer. Best drummer I've ever seen in person, I do have to say. Yeah, he's just an absolute beast. He's been playing all his life, so he's like really good. He gave me a bunch of tips and pointers, and then I practiced him over the summer, and I came back in grade 12, and I was good. And then over the course of grade 12, I went from being, yeah, the worst to being right next to him. Not nearly as good as him, but I was getting there. And of course, graduated, no more band, so I practiced a lot at home, and I turned it into my device for getting out my stress and my frustration. So I ended up playing a lot. At one point, I was playing like an hour and a half a day because I kept getting frustrated about things, and stuff just made me mad. Anyway, so I got really good, like, compared to how I was before. I'm at a level where I can play basically anything I want to. Not everything, but like anything I want to, which is a lot of songs. Like most songs for me come really easily. I can play them. I like funky kind of thing. One of my favorite songs is Rosanna by Toto, which doesn't sound like a hard song, but it's a shuffle, and it's just really funky, and I like funky grooves like that. But anyways, so I'm at a happy level. I can solo. There's a video of it. It's pretty decent. Hayden saw it. He's a master guy. He said you did really good. I was like, you know, it's a pretty decent solo, and I was like, okay, cool. And then hold on a second. Anyways, so then the one guy, he's like, oh, I'm better at the drums than you, and I was like, no, you ain't. No, you ain't. And so I went one of the days, because I'm really good, like, friends with the band teacher or whatever. I went in one day, and I watched him play, and he is god-awful. And it was so funny to watch him actually mess up. And then he said, oh, I'm just better at other stuff. You're better at jazz than me. And I was like, buddy, jazz is way harder than your linear rock and metal shit. So fuck off. Yeah, that was funny. Anyways. Really tell I'm not good at this.
Taking objective Alpha.
Try my best to like sneak around and not die. But like it's gonna happen anyways, I think. Even if I don't want it to happen. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Someone's watching my broadcast, and that's I'm just gonna stop moving. Just check who's watching. Okay, I probably might now. Okay. Who decided to watch my channel? My channel here. There we go. Okay. One watching. Who else is watching? Oh, do a 360. Fuck off.
Take an objective Delta. Come on!
Okay. What else can we do?
I have positive ID on a sniper north of where you're at. We neutralized objective Alpha. north of your location. You've just taken objective Bravo.
I'm really excited for Crash Team Racing Remastered. That's going to be so fun.
Attention. I have eyes on an enemy sniper just east of your location.
There's two young lads. I don't really have anything else to...
Attack the objective, soldier! Objective Echo has been compromised.
Okay, let's do like a 20 questions set. 20 questions. 200 questions. You didn't have to sleep, what would you do with your rest? I don't know what I would do with my I'd probably just, oh fuck, dead. I don't know, I'd probably do my homework, study, other things, go hang out with people, I don't know. One thing is, I don't think I've ever gotten on to sleep. Like, I don't think I've ever sobered up without sleeping. Like,
There's your medkit.
not really like that's a good thing to want to try. Oh, fuck, I don't realize apparently. But yeah, I feel like that'd be fun to try. I don't know. What's your favorite piece of clothing you own? I like I have this denim jacket I really like, but I don't know. It's hard to tell. I have this pair of shoes I really like too. Maybe my suit. I've never wear it, but like I love suits. I wish I could wear them all the time. If only it was socially acceptable these days, but it's not. It's a nice suit though. It was part of a grad gift from my mom, but also not because it was expensive. So it was for prom. But it was really good. What hobby would you get into if time and money was an issue? I think I was thinking of one. I'd probably work with cars. Like get old beaters and then work on them, get them all ready to go again. You know, my buddy just bought a new car until his car blew up, so he got the beatiest of beaters. It's a 91 Toyota Corolla standard, and I learned how to drive stick on it, but it's such a nice car to drive, and it's really like he has to work on it a lot, but it's super cool, I guess. What would your perfect room look like? Kind of what I have now, but bigger. It's like a desk, bed. I don't really care. I'm not picky as long as it's clean. I think I'm fine. How often do you play sports? I don't play sports that often, but I do like to play sports, I guess. I used to play rugby in grade 6. Ooh, 16 kill. Okay, at least we have a good KD ratio. Except for that one guy. That one guy got 26 on 2. That's fucking amazing. Yeah, but I don't really sit down and play sports. I do other things instead. I'm at that age where it's kind of like you don't really do much except for work and school and stuff. What fictional place would you most like to go to? Okay. I feel like that's toughy actually. I don't know. That's a tough one. I feel like getting like a big tour of Minas Tirith from Lord of the Rings would be cool, or something like that. But like without the looming death of Sauron and stuff like that. Yeah, or looming threat, I should say. What job would you be terrible at?
Okay, let's move. Let's move. Come on.
I think I'd be terrible at any job that required me to do a lot of work. I just killed myself. A lot of work on my own, like my own pace, like coming up with my own ideas. I'm not that creative, so I feel like, you know, I would need some guidelines of what needs to be done. I'm a very like get told to do something and do this kind of thing. Not very creative at all. When was the last time you climbed a tree? Probably like 8 months ago? No. Yeah, 8 months ago maybe? It wasn't super long ago, but if you could turn any activity into an Olympic sport, what would you have a good chance of winning a medal for? I'm not really super good at anything, so... win a medal for, I don't know. That's tough. Because I'm not really good at anything that would get me a medal for it, I guess. Anyways, what is the most annoying habit that other people have? I wouldn't call it annoying, but definitely frustrating. Girlfriend has this habit of she likes to talk about things a lot that she's trying to get over that made her upset or anything like that. I don't. I like to kind of forget about it and push it away. She says it's like I acted like it never happened, but it's like I know it happened and whatever. I just don't like to talk about it. Like, you know, like avoid it. I like to avoid it.
I have eyes on hostile AT soldiers.
Like,
just south of your current position.
it's like if there was a disease going around or something like that, she would want to like attack it head on, and like try and figure out what's wrong, and try and fix it, which is good, right? But when you drag other people in, it's not good. And me, I'm more like, I know it's there, and I know what it's doing, but I just don't want to have any contact with it. But I'm not like let other people deal with it. Like I'm more like I'll deal with it from afar. You know. If she wants to treat it directly, I want to treat it away. And that's what you do. You land your chopper and get in the side gun. What job do you think you'd be really good at? I don't know, I'm really good at teamwork stuff where I get people to do stuff, so like a manager kind of thing. I don't know. What skill would you like to master? Playing the drums would be cool. Or piano. Piano would also be nice. I'm trying to think, there's probably a really practical skill that would be useful than either of those. But those sound like fun. What would be the most amazing adventure to go on? I'm not really an adventurous person, like I'll do an adventure, but probably like a really long hike where I didn't have to carry a bunch of food. That's my kind of hike. Well, not hike, but thing. That's not doing any damage whatsoever. Anyways, yeah. If you had unlimited money to build a house that you live in for the rest of your life, what would the finished house be like? I'm very simple. I don't want to be like super rich, so it wouldn't be a mansion. It'd probably be just like a decent sized house. It would just accommodate for all my basic needs, and it'd have to be clean too. Self-cleaning. No. What's your favorite drink? My favorite normal drink to drink, I really like coffee. But if I talk about alcoholic beverages, I like the Moscow or rum and coke.
Objective Foxtrot has just been neutralized.
Not really anything else gets me going. What state or country do you never want to go back to? I haven't traveled much, so I don't really know. What songs have you completely memorized? Asian Jake Paul by iDubbbz. Mr. Blue Sky. Not a lot. Bohemian Rhapsody for sure. That was my shit when I was young. Still is a good song, but it's not my shit. What else? It's got probably a couple other songs. What game or movie universe would you most like to live in? A lot of movie and game universes are pretty shitty. But probably Mass Effect, Andromeda, not Andromeda, but like Mass Effect. Just Andromeda's right in front of me because I have the disc copy. Except for not when the Reapers are attacking. That would be flying the ships and stuff. Or Star Wars. Star Wars would be cool too. Being a part of like being able to fly the ships like a pilot and stuff would be just cool. What do you consider to be your best find? Probably my girlfriend. I don't really have anything else that I have that's like, wow, it's super amazing. Right now. Are you usually early or late? Depends. A little bit of both. Depends how important the thing is. Work, always early for work. Cadets, always early for cadets. School, late. Or just don't show up. College, hang out with friends, probably late. Yeah. What pets did you have while you were growing up? I've had so many fucking pets. My first pet that I can remember is my dog Cassie, who unfortunately we had to put down because she got really old and sick. That's a story for another day. No, I'm just kidding. Whole family was kind of like crying and stuff, and they're like, what should we do? Should we pay for her to get treatment or should we put her down? No one would make the decision, so I ultimately had to, and it's heartbreaking, but I know it was necessary, I felt, so and then we also had a couple birds. We had Ramon, and then we had Pippin. They were cockatiels, I think they're called. Not cockatiels. I don't know, they're little birds. They were really cute, they were nice. Both of them actually flew away because idiots left the door open. The first one was my fault, the second one was my dad's fault. Or my mom's, one of the two. We had cats as well, but I don't remember the cats because we had to get rid of them when I was really, really young. And then we had another dog named Kylie when my dad moved in with my stepmom. She was okay. Then we had a bird named Max, another cockatoo, and then he ended up passing away. Wasn't a good one. We had a cat named Bella at that point, and then at my mom's house we got a cat named Harry. Kylie also passed away, and then we got a dog named Max, and we got a bunch of other birds. Like we got an African gray named Nico, who we still have. He's wonderful. We have a little lovebird named Mango, and then we have a bunch of budgies. They're gone now. Chickens. We have a lot of fish now. When people come to you for help, what do you usually want help with? What do they usually want help with? Relationship advice. That's it. I'm good with girls, I guess. I'm very charming, which is new to me. Happened last year. Probably doesn't sound like it's over the interwebs, but I have been to several parties where I've been shown a lot. So I don't know if that says anything, but whatever. It is what it is. Definitely new though, because he used to be like that ugly kid. I had a buzz cut, skin hit all the time. Kind of my thing. Again, whatever. Yeah. And then sometimes they'll come over with stressful help, where they'll talk about other stuff, but it's mostly just relationship advice. What takes up too much of your time? Girlfriend. Yeah. Not that that's a bad thing, it's just that I spent a lot of time with her. What do you wish you knew more about? I'm currently really interested in psychology, which is what I'm doing for university. So I wish I knew more about psychology. I'm learning more every day, so that's fun. I also wish I knew more about myself and the way I work, because a lot of the times I don't know how I work. My brain's very complicated. Only person who knows my brain better than I do is my girlfriend. That's because we used to be best friends, so she knows how I process things and how I think about things. But yeah. What would be your first question after waking up from being cryogenically frozen for 100 years? What are the current memes? I don't know. I'd probably ask where video games are at, because that always interests me on how far we've come with those, with technology and stuff. I wouldn't ask about flying cars, because those are impractical. Why? It's like, you don't need flying cars.
We have just taken control of objective Bravo.
What are some small things that make your day better? Little text from my girlfriend saying like I love you and stuff. People using their manners. I don't know, running into someone I haven't seen for a while. Be like, you know, like an old friend. Like, hey, how you been? Stuff like that.
Okay, we have taken control of
Little
objective
things like
Foxtrot.
that. Who's your go-to band or artist when you can't decide on something to listen to? I like Hosier. I usually, if I can't decide, I usually put a playlist that my girlfriend made for me on, because she's really good with music. It's good taste, and then I usually end up listening to it. Electric Light Orchestra is also really good, I think, for music. So I'll put them on maybe as well. It really depends on what mood I'm in, but usually I can find something. What shows are you into? I really like The Office. Game of Thrones I haven't really watched much, but that one seems pretty cool. I don't really watch shows that much. They don't really... Well, shit! They don't really interest me that much. Not really a big TV... not really a big TV person. Or a show person, I guess. What TV channel doesn't exist but really should? Don't know what that means, but whatever. Who has impressed you most with what they've accomplished? Oh, are we talking about who I personally know? Or people themselves? Like big picture people. Because by far, my dad, he had a heart attack and then he's like quit smoking and he quit drinking as well. Cold turkey, which I never thought he was going to do. And now he's working out and getting fit again and he's eating healthy. So that's, in my opinion, my dad impressed me the most. But,
Listen up, we have neutralized
I don't
objective
know,
Go.
it depends on your criteria, or my criteria, but no one's really like super impressed me with their feats. Like, there's obviously those big power leaders that came up into power, like Hitler, Napoleon, and stuff like that. They impress me because they somehow managed to get an entire population to be victims. And it's like, wow, you know? Anyways. What age do you wish you could be permanently? Somewhere in the 20s. You know, I'm not 20 yet, so I don't know what I'm gonna look like or how I'm gonna be. I had to pick ages that I've lived, age I am right now, but if not 20s or 30s. Don't want to be like at that age where you're like older but not old, but not middle-aged either. How is this not hitting at all? I guess it's a suppressor. Dare. Yeah, there we go. What TV show or movie do you refuse to watch? Animes. I never have, well, I shouldn't say never. I was interested in them at one point. Never again. I don't want to watch animes. Like, if my girlfriend or something is like, oh, please, let's watch one, I'll do it. But, like, I will refuse to watch any of those weird ones. They're just all the weeaboos. My stepsister weeaboo. It's like I can't take it seriously. What would be your ideal way to spend the weekend? Not working. I work every weekend, but not working, partying, sleeping over with my girlfriend at her house or at my house. And then just a day of driving around while it's sunny out as well. I just like to go out and do things, I guess. What is something that is considered luxury, but you could live without? What's a luxury that I have? Having a car, I think that's a luxury. That's something that, or my license. That's something that a lot of people take for granted, is having their license. They become idiots with it, but like, it makes so many things so much easier, like driving around and being able to pick up your friends who live far away rather than having to plan something out where they take the bus and stuff. Definitely a luxury. When I moved to Victoria, because I live in Canada, for school, for UVic, I'm going to have to give up my car because it's going to be too expensive that way. And yeah. But, I mean, the bus system's good there. Not where I am right now because I'm in a small town, so. Yeah. What's your claim to fame? What's a claim to fame? What's a claim to fame? A reason for being regarded as unworthy or noteworthy. Not unworthy, unusual or noteworthy. What's my claim to fame? Being a good fucking cadet, I don't know. Watching my glow up in grade 12, that was it. I went from being an unpopular kid to being a popular kid, in like 3 months. That was fun. That was cool. That was definitely it. My glow up. And then it went from no one wanting to fuck me to getting DM'd by girls all the time. That was just really a glow up. What's something you like to do the old-fashioned way? Dinners. I like to dress up, all nice and fancy, like suit. Go out for a nice fancy dinner, proper eating and stuff. Dates. I like to do the old-fashioned way as well. Dating. Relationships as well, I guess. Except for sex. I'll have sex before marriage any day. What's your favorite genre of book or movie? I like fantasy stuff. Medieval fantasy, I think. Mostly. It's like Lord of the Rings type things. Game of Thrones. How often do you people watch? What does people watch? Don't care. Not often. Obviously I look at people as they pass, but I don't people watch that much. I probably should get ready to go because I gotta pick up my girlfriend soon. What have you only recently formed an opinion about? I'm trying to think. Not a lot. What's the best single day on the calendar? The best, just one day I have to pick on the calendar. I guess my birthday, even though it's not that special, I get to go out for dinner and stuff, which I think is fun. I don't know. When it's hot out, I don't know. What are you interested in that most people haven't heard of? I'm not sure. I'm not interested in a lot. How do you relax after a hard day of work? Go and hang out with people. Play drums. Games sometimes. Videos. Eat a bowl of fruit. What was the best book or series you've ever read? I really liked The Lord of the Rings. I also liked Percy Jackson. It's been a while since I've read that. That was from like grade 6. That was really good, yeah. Anyways, what's the farthest you've ever been from home? Disneyland, LA. That was pretty far. What is the most heartwarming thing you've ever seen? I don't know. What is the most annoying question that people ask you? I don't know. What could you give a 40-minute presentation on with absolutely no preparation? I could give a 40-minute presentation on different dimensions, because that's fun. Planes. Just like planes. Planes are cool. Like, just the physics behind it and stuff like that, because I used to be really into physics. Cadets. other things. If you were a dictator of a small nation, what crazy dictator stuff would you do? Nuke the world. No, I don't know. What is something you think everyone should do at least once in their lives? Live. Go do something. Go party. I don't know. I feel like people should just try things and have a little bit of fun before they get serious and settle down, you know? So have fun. Live, I guess. They should live. I mean, that's not everyone's cup of tea, but I feel like everyone should try it, you know? Like, be wild for at least a day. Even if it's a short day, just like take a minute to kind of just do whatever you want. Would you rather go hang gliding or whitewater rafting? I'm definitely an air person, so I'd probably rather go hang gliding. That would be fun, actually. I thought about it before. What's your dream car? McLaren 650S or P1. I like the McLaren P1 look a lot. But that's kind of unrealistic. That's really expensive. I would never buy one if I had the money for it. I would never do it because I would be afraid to drive it. I would just want like a car. That's it. Like I don't really care. But that's definitely my favorite car. What's worth spending more on to get the best? Shoes. For sure, shoes. Like, I used to get Walmart shoes all the time, and as soon as I started getting, like, good, actual, like, good shoes, the difference in how comfortable they are and how they fit is just phenomenal. So definitely just good clothes and shoes. Good headphones as well, I think are good. Earbuds are a different story, but, like, headphones for sure. Didn't even see that guy. Yeah. What is something that a ton of people are obsessed with, but you just don't get the point of? Instagram. People spend all day looking at people's Instagrams, posting shit. I don't see the hype at all. Instagram kind of sucks. Same thing with Snapchat and Streaks. I barely, like, I use them, but not a lot. What are you most looking forward to in the next 10 years? Living on my own, I guess. Being able to drink alcohol legally. Not saying I haven't, I've done it illegally, but not saying I haven't either. What is the most interesting place you've been? I'm trying to think of a place I've been where I've been like, I don't want to leave. Disneyland was pretty cool, but it was really hot. I don't know. It's a tough one. What's something you've been meaning to try but haven't gotten around to it? I want to try getting a tattoo, if that counts. I just haven't found the right time for it. What's the best thing that happened to you last week? I learned how to drive standard, and my radio in my car, it's a newer car, not newer, but like it's 2008, and the radio didn't have an aux port or anything like that. It had a CD player that was broken when I bought it, and then it had the radio, and then you had to put this radio transmitter in to listen to aux, and it just sucked. But my friend, the guy whose car blew up and he got a new car, he took the radio out of his old car and the mount with it. And like mine has a very specific mount, but he gave me that radio with the mount, and we fiddled with the mount, basically destroyed it, made it fit in the car where my radio was. 'Cause my thing is really like, it's really stupid if you see it, like if you ever, well, you won't, but if you ever would see it, it's the most stupid mount radio thing ever. But anyways, so we cut it with metal snips or whatever that are meant to cut sheets of metal and wires and stuff like that, and we made it fit so it's basically held in by one screw instead of four, which my old radio was held in by. But now I have aux, and it was just amazing, and it makes me so happy because now the fucking sound is actually good. But yeah. What piece of entertainment do you wish you could erase from your mind so that you could experience for the first time again? I'm trying to think of something that was just super amazing that I experienced once that I just would love to do it again. Driving standard, maybe? That was fun. If all jobs had the same pay and hours, what job would you like to have? Depends on the pay and the hours. If it's low, then the laziest job of all time, which is where I work right now, Superstore. Nothing. Oh, getting text. Okay, I gotta go.